Okay, ma'am, we'll start the session. Have we completed pumping lemma? Have we discussed pumping lemma? Can any one of you please respond?
Ma'am, the last one we discussed was method of synthesis and method of decomposition, ma'am.
Method of synthesis and method of decomposition.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, which is obtaining the okay, closure properties I think we discussed, right? Closure properties I think we have discussed, right? Union, intersection.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, those things we discussed. The next concept is pumping lemma. Pumping lemma for regular expressions or regular languages. First, we'll discuss what is this pumping lemma, why we use this. Pumping lemma means pumping lemma is a tool which is used to prove the given language is non-regular. Okay, pumping lemma is a tool which is used to prove the given language is non-regular. And the theorem for this pumping lemma is assume L is in any regular language and Z belongs to L. Okay, L is any regular language, L is regular language and Z belongs to L, whereas the length of Z is less than or equals to N such that Z is equals to UVW. If we write that the given string in the format of UVW, UV less than or equals to Z, comma, V not equals to 0. This is the thing for pumping lemma. This is the theorem for pumping lemma. Why we use this pumping lemma means pumping lemma is a tool which is used to prove the given language is non-regular. Right? I'll give you one example, then you'll get to know what is this pumping lemma and all. Okay. For example, I'm taking a language. Okay, I'm taking a language. The question is L is equals to A power n, B power n, where n greater than or equals to 0. This is the language they have given to you. Okay, now I'm assuming my Z value. What is Z here? Z, which belongs to the language. So A power n, B power n in A, B and this coach, or else A square, B square. If I consider n is equals to 2 means A square, B square, which is A, B, B. Okay, this is the string I have assumed. What is the first step? Take one string from the given language. Next, you write in this format, UVW format, UVW. Here U means, which is A, V means, which is AB, and the last W is B. Assume like this, UVW values. What is the first condition? UV less than or equals to Z. UV means AAB. Okay, AAB modulus. Z means AABB. What is length of this? What is the length of this? Please respond.
Ma'am.
3. What is the length of this string?
4.
4. Is it true or false? Is it true or false?
True, ma'am.
True. Next condition is V not equals to 0. What is your V? V is AB. What is length of AB? What is length of AB? This one. Which is 2. 2 not equals to 0. Is it true or false? Is it true or false? Please respond, ma.
True, ma'am.
True, ma'am.
Both the conditions are true. Then we may consider this as L is a non-regular language. So what is non-regular language means? What is pumping lemma means? Pumping lemma is a tool which is used to prove the given language is non-regular In that, first you take one string from the given language and assume that string as Z. Okay, you write it in UVW format. U is the first element of your string or first symbol of your string. W is the last symbol of your string. You may consider remaining the middle. You may have a number of symbols that you can assume like V. Okay, that is UVW format. Next, you have to check the two conditions: modulus of UV less than modulus of Z and modulus of V not equals to 0. If these two conditions are true, means the given language is non-regular language. Am I clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, one more example I want to give you. L is equals to A power M, B power M, M less than N. So A power M, B power N, which means number of A's are less than number of B's by seeing this statement. Is it not? So can I consider M is equals to 2 and N is equals to 3? Is it satisfying M less than N condition? Can I take like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so A square, which means AA. Next, 3 B's. This you may assume as U, this you may assume as, this is V, this is W. Last character is W. What is the first condition? UV less than or equals to Z. What is UV? Here you may get 4 characters. What is Z altogether? Which you may get 5, which is true. 4 less than or equals to 5. And modulo division of V not equals to 0. What is V here? A, B, B, which is not equals to 0. 3 not equals to 0. Is it true or false? Is it true or false?
True, ma'am, true.
True. Will it be a regular language or non-regular language?
Non-regular language.
Yes, non-regular language. I think I'm clear with this pumping lemma, right? I think I'm clear with this pumping lemma.
Ma'am, here, we don't have any condition saying the value shouldn't be 0, no, ma'am. Like, can we take M0 and N1 also?
M0 and?
Can we have epsilon, ma'am, in the language?
Yes, M0 and N is 1 you want to take. Then it will be B.
B, ma'am.
Okay, then how can you do this? UVW format, how can you represent this? You can represent this like B power minus 2, B, B. Can I write like this? All together plus 1, B power. Okay, B power 1, power 2. Like this I can take, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'll write this as UVW format. UVW format means this is U, this is V, and this is W as U. Okay, what is the length of the string?
3.
3. Still it is UV is, the length is 2 only. 2 less than or equals to 3. Again we may prove, no?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Okay.
Thank
See,
you.
this pumping lemma is completely assumption. They'll give you the language only. They did not give you the string. From that language, you take any one of the string which you are comfortable. Okay, this is completely an assumption. I think I'm clear with this, right? Please respond, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm moving forward. First, I'll show you the syllabus to you. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Regular expression we have seen, finite automata and regular expression. Finite automata to regular expression we have used Edrin's lemma and state elimination method. And the regular expression to finite automata means there are 3: epsilon NFA, NFA and TFA. Method of synthesis, method of decomposition and ACE method. Next, that we have seen applications of regular expressions. I did not explain, I'll explain later after completion of the module. Then we'll get to know what are the applications. Next, closure properties of regular sets that we have seen, and pumping lemma for regular languages also we have seen. Now we are left with only one topic, that is equivalence and minimization of finite automata by partitioning. Minimization of finite automata, I think I have explained. Did you remember? Or shall I repeat? Please respond, nothing wrong in that.
Can you repeat?
Okay, first we'll see equivalent. First we'll see minimization. Next, I'll explain equivalence and applications in the later on session. By tomorrow evening, I'm having your class, no? By tomorrow evening, I'll complete the complete module. Okay? Today, I'll explain minimization of finite automata. Tomorrow, we'll see equivalence. Equivalence is very small concept. So, applications also I'll cover in the tomorrow session. By tomorrow, we'll complete the module. I think which are very easy, and I have revised also for you, for your section, right? So now we'll discuss about minimization. Respond avandi. Appude naku ardham avutadi. Minimization of finite automata. What is this minimization of finite automata? Okay, same equivalence class also I'll explain now. Equivalence class and the table filling algorithm, those two are used to minimize the DFA only. Either equivalence classes or table filling method, both are used to minimize the DFA. For example, what is this? I'll explain you. I am taking a DFA or finite automata. This is A, this is B, C, D. First, whatever the diagram they have given to you, you construct the transition diagram, because in the minimization part, by looking at the transition diagram, we can easily construct the table or equivalence classes. What does it mean? This is delta, and what are the input symbols? A, B, C, D. Okay, now A is the initial state as well as the final state. Final statement start the representation. Now A on A, where it is going?
A, ma'am.
A on B.
C.
C. B on A.
D.
B on B.
A.
C on A.
D.
C on B.
D. A, ma'am.
D on A.
B.
D on A is
B, ma'am.
B. D on B is
D.
D itself, right? Now, what is state equivalence algorithm means? From the given sets, what you are getting, okay? Which means, I'll tell you, ma. First, how many states are here? States I'm asking, A, B, C, D. In that, A is the final state. Okay. Now, A is the initial state as well as final state, right? Now, I'm constructing, observe carefully. On input symbol A, where it is going, on input symbol B, where it is going. What are the states they have given to you? B, C, D, they have given to you, because A is the initial state. Okay, B, C, D. Now, B, C, D, what is B on A? It is going to D. What is B on, C on A, which is also D. What is C on B, which is A? B on B is also A. Next to D, this is B, D. Now, if you observe, this is non-final state, non-final state, non-final state, non-final state, final state, final state. If any one of them is final, not both, okay, if only one of them is final, ante oka non-final state, oka final state unte, ekkada unnai ala? B, C, ee renditiki unnai. So, we may consider it as B and C both are equal. we may consider it as B and C both are equal. అర్థమైందమ్మా నేను ఏం చెప్పాను? ఇంకొకసారి రిపీట్ చేయాలా?
Can you repeat?
What is state equivalence classes? Name lone undi state equivalence. What does it mean? Means state equivalence means we have to check any two states are equal from the given one. ఏవైనా రెండు states equal ఆ కాదా అని మనం చెక్ చేస్తున్నాం. How can we say that both the states are equal? Means if you get one non-final and one final state, if you get the same thing anywhere with any other state, then those two states are equal, which means here if you observe B and C, B is one non-final and one final. C is also one non-final and one final. If you observe the states also, it is going to D, it is also going to D. If it is going to A, it is also going to A. So both are equal. By seeing this, I am telling that both are equal. By seeing this, I am telling that both are equal. Then how can you draw the diagram for this? Now I am combining the things. BC as a single state and D as another state. Where it is going? A itself. A on B, where it is going? It is going to C. Okay. Next, B on A, it is going to B on A. Where it is going? From the given diagram, B on A.
D, ma'am.
D it is going. If you observe, C on A is also going to D. So one transition is enough. Next, B on B, where it is going?
A.
B on B is going to A. Where it is going on C? C on B.
A, ma'am.
Same here. So one transition is enough. Next, D on A.
B.
D on A is B. D on B is D only. This is nothing but the minimum. Here you have minimized that to 3 state. How we got this means we have to check with the resultant states. If the states are equal means here don't consider with the names, consider with non-final and final. ఒకటి non-final ఒకటి final ఉంటే ఆ states ని మనం equal states కింద consider చేస్తాం. అర్థమైందమ్మా? Same ఇదే minimization. This is state equivalence method. Next we are having one more method. What is that means? Table filling method. Are we getting the same thing or not? We'll see now. What is table filling method means? Observe carefully. Okay, how many states are here? Consider horizontally only up to A, B, C. Here vertically we'll consider only B, C, D. First value will remove. This is B, C, D. Okay, ma? Now, what is the thing is that once again I'll draw the state transition table, ma. Then it will be easy for us to do. A, B, C, D. This is A, D, D, P. We got C. Same diagram I have considered, ma. Okay, this is the initial state as well as final state. Now, ఇప్పుడు జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. First you take crosses on final state. Final state కి ఎదురుగా ఉన్న boxes అన్నిటిని cross చేసేయండి. Now observe carefully. Now B on A, where it is going? B on A, where it is going? B on A, where it is going? D. Okay, next C on A, where it is going? A, where it is going? D. Both are non-final, so don't cross it. If both are non-final, don't cross it. If any one of them is final, okay, then cross it. Now B on B, C on B. What is B on B? B on B is A, C on B is also A. Both are final. Both are final. One is next come to BD part. B on A, D on A. What is B on A? B on A is D. D on B is, sorry, D on A is B. Next, B, D, right? B on B. B on B is A. Next, D on B is, what is D on B? What is D on B? Chappandamma.
D.
D. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, this is non-final, this is also non-final. So on input here, don't cross it. Here if you observe, this is final and this is non-final. Can I cross it? one final,
No, ma'am.
one final, one non-final ఉంటే మీరు cross చేయకూడదు. Now చెప్పండి, can I cross it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Next CD will check. C on A, D on A, C on B, D on B. What is C on A? C on A is D. D on A is B. Both are non-final, so don't cross it here. C on B, which is A, C on D, which is, sorry, D on B, which is D, which is one final and one non-final. Can I cross it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the space you left?
BC, ma'am.
C. So now, ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే మిగిలిపోయిందో consider that as a single state and remain as it is. Have we got the same states or not? Have we got the same diagram or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So approaches are different, but both are used to find the given DFA is minimized or not, which is used to minimize the DFA. Am I clear with this? Shall I tell one more example? Inko example chuddama.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm taking the transition table here, ma. Nalini, are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3. Here 3, 4 are the final state and 1 is the initial state, you assume. Now, first we'll check the state equivalence method. First we'll check the state equivalence method. Okay, I'm taking the initial state, no? So, remaining you may consider. Remaining are on A, on B. Remaining what you are having? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 7. Up to 6 only. Right? Now tell me, ma. 2 on A.
5.
5. Is it final or non-final?
Non-final.
Non-final. This is non-final. Next 2 on B. Is it final or non-final?
Final.
Is it final?
Yes, ma'am. Watch at 2 only 1, ma'am. Non-final.
Non-final, right? Next 3 on A.
4. Final.
3 on A is
Final, ma'am. 4.
4, which is final. Okay. 3 on B is
Non-final.
non-final. Next 4.
Final.
Final. Next
Non-final.
non-final. Next 5.
Non-final, non-final.
Non-final, non-final. 6.
Non-final and final.
Non-final and
Final.
final. Okay. Next here. Suppose if you consider 1 also, we'll consider 1 also. If you consider 1, what will you get? What will you get? Non-final. This 6 is non-final. No, next this
Non-final and final.
final. Everything will we have constructed. Now, do you have anything non-final, final in this part from 1 to 6? Same ekkadaina unda?
Ma'am, 1, 3, 4, 6.
Sima, observe what I'm telling. Non-final, final. Don't consider final, non-final. Non-final,
6
final.
and 1, ma'am.
1
6.
and 6. So 1, 6 I'm considering as a single state. Next, non-final, non-final. Anywhere else?
2 and 5.
4 and 5 or 2 and 5?
2 and 5, ma'am.
2 and 5. Next,
3 and 4.
3 and 4. I think we have covered everything. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? This we got as the minimal DFA. Earlier is 6 states. Now we are having only 3 states. 6 కాస్త మనం ఎంతకు మినిమైజ్ చేసాం 3 states కి. ఇప్పుడు 1 on A, if you observe, 1 on A is going to which state? State number 6. 6 అంటే ఎక్కడ ఉంది? సేమ్ స్టేట్. నెక్స్ట్ 6 on A చూడండి 1 కుంది అంటే సేమ్ స్టేట్ ఏనా? అంటే ఇది కూడా మనకి కవర్ అయిపోయిందా? కవర్ అయిందా లేదా? 1 on A is 6, which means self state. 6 on A is 1, which is also covered. 1, 6 combine చేసినాం కదా మనం. అర్థమవుతుందమ్మా?
Yes, ma'am.
Next 1 on B, where it is going? It is going to 4. 6 on B is going to 3. Both are same, no? 3, 4 as a combined state. ఇప్పుడు 1, 6 అయిపోయింది. నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి? 2, 5 దగ్గరకు వద్దాం. 2 on A, self state, no? 5 on A, which is going to 2. So we have combined. Next 2 on B. 2 on B is going to 1. This is 1. Next we'll come to this part. 5 on B, which is 6. 1 and 6 are combined, no? So these two are covered. Next 3 on A. 3 on A is 4, which means self state. 3 on B is 2. 4 on A is 3, self state. 4 on B is 5, which is 2, 5 are combined. Did you understand the state equivalence method?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now we'll move on to this table filling. Are we getting the same thing or not? We'll check now. I'm drawing the table here. First, again, I'm drawing the transition table to avoid the confusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On A, on B. This is 6, 4, 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6. 1, 3. Observe carefully. Now table filling method means here it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 6 I'm removing. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, ma? Now first we'll consider the final states. Final states ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి? 3, 4 are the final state. 3, 4 ఎదురుగా ఉన్నవన్నీ క్రాస్ చేద్దాం. ఇక్కడ చూడండి 3, 4 రెండు వచ్చాయి. Both are final, no? So please don't cross it. Now 4 కి ఎదురుగా ఉన్నాయి, 3 కి ఎదురుగా ఉన్నాయి, 4 కి ఎదురుగా ఉన్నాయి. ఇవన్నీ క్రాస్ చేసాయి. ఎలా క్రాస్ చేసాను అర్థమైంది కదా మీకు? ఇవి ఫైనల్ స్టేట్ కి ఆపోజిట్ లో ఉన్నవన్నీ, ఫైనల్ స్టేట్ కి స్ట్రైట్ గా ఉన్నవన్నీ క్రాస్ చేసేయండి. 3, 4 ఎందుకు క్రాస్ చేయలేదు అంటే హియర్ దిస్ బాక్స్ ఇస్ బోత్ ఆర్ ఫైనల్. బోత్ ఆర్ ఫైనల్ ఉంటే మనం క్రాస్ చేయం కదా. Got it, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm moving forward. First we'll check 1, 6. 1, comma A, 6, comma A. 1, comma B, 6, comma B. What 1, comma A, which is 6, 6, comma A, which is 1. 1, comma B, which is 4, 6, comma B, which is 3. Both are non-final, both are final. So don't cross it. 1, 6, don't cross it. Next 1, 5. Already 1 on A మన దగ్గర ఉంది కాబట్టి నేను డైరెక్ట్ గా 5 on A, 5 on B రాస్తున్నా. 5 on A ఏంటి మనకి ఇక్కడ 2, 5 on B ఏంటి ఇక్కడ 6. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి అమ్మా జాగ్రత్తగా 6, 2. Both are non-final. 4, 6. But here one of the state is final. One of the state is final means can I cross it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next to 1, 2. 1 is already available here. So I'm directly writing 2 on A, 2 on B. 2 on A is 5. 2 on B is 1. 6, 5. Both are non-final. 4, 1. 4 is final. 1 is non-final. Okay, final, non-final unte cross cheyocha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right. Now 2, 6. 2 already we have taken. 6 is also available. 1, 5. Both are non-final. 3, 1. One of is final. 3 is final, but 1 is non-final. Can I cross it? 2, 6.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 2, 5. 2, 5. Both are available. 2, 5 means 2, 5. Both are non-final. 6, 1. Both are non-final. So don't cross it. Next 3, 4. 3, 3 on B. 4 on A, 4 on B. 3 on A is, which is 4. 3 on B is, which is 2. 4 on A, 4 on B. 4 on A is, which is 3. Both are final, so don't cross it. 4 on B, which is 5. Both are non-final, so don't cross it. 3, 4 cross it. The next 5, 6 we'll check. 5 on A is 2, 6 on A is 1. Both are non-final. 6 on B is 3, 5 on B is 6. One of them is final. Can I cross it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are the remaining blocks you are having that you draw? 1, 6 as a single state, 2, 5 as a single state, 3, 4 as a single state. Okay. Now, 1, 6 on A, which is going to 6 self loop. 1 on B is going to 4, which is 3, 4 on B, right? So 1 6, both 6 on A is 1, same in the concept. 2 on A is going to 5, which is self state. 2 on B is going to 1, which is back. Next, 3 on A is going to 4, which is self state. Next, 3 on B is going to 2, which is go back. This is nothing but the transition diagram. Or we got the same thing or not? Same diagram or not? Same వచ్చిందా లేదమ్మా?
Yes, ma'am.
The state equivalence method and table filling algorithm to minimize the given finite automata or to minimize the given DFA. I think I'm clear with this, right? So I left with only applications that I'll complete in the next session. Equivalence classes also I have explained in today's session itself. Any more doubts? Any doubts, ma? Please respond, ma. Rishita?
Ma'am, nothing, ma'am. Everything is clear.
What about Nalini? Cheppamma edo antunnavu.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. I think I have cleared everything. Tomorrow we'll discuss application. With that, we have completed this second module. We'll move on to the third module. I think our exam will be on Thursday, right?
Yes, ma'am. Exam is on Thursday.
Yes. The syllabus is from Muramilia mission to second module. Second module is very simple, no?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, if you have any doubts, please raise your voice. I think I have forwarded the material, right? Those who are having doubts, they can stay, and remaining people can leave this session.